Have you ever imagined $1 billion company made by somebody who was silenced by the system, who refuses to take permission? And I am talking about a Gen Z. We're often misheard, overlooked, and underestimated, but we don't know the power who we are. The system rewards obedience, memorization, but it never talks about intelligence. I am talking about building a company in your hoodies, talking about raising millions and billions of dollars while just sitting in your bedrooms instead of boardrooms. I am talking about a Gen Z who is being silenced and undervalued, but not anymore. After this speech, you will feel motivated. And I know in this room, majority are Gen Z, and the world is for them. And they can create an impact so loud, so clear, that it's difficult for the world to ever underestimate them. Now, let me get straight to the point. The point is that look around yourself, the light above your head, the phone in your hand, or the fragrance you wear. These inventions were done by the people we cannot even imagine. And without them, we cannot even survive a day. Imagine a day without a light. Imagine a day without fragrance that lightens your mood. Or imagine a day without being someone who actually uses a phone. Yeah, we have a trend of phone detox, but that doesn't work here. And the point of all of it is to tell you, to address you, that Gen Z, they are coming into the picture. And the system is always never welcoming for them. Let me be clear about this. If you look around yourself, these big companies, but you know these big inventors, they are always remembered. Musk, Einstein, Marie Curie, Malala, all of these were being silenced. The system rewarded obedience because they were too different, too bold, too loud, and too unclear for the system. And because the system was outdated, nobody rewarded anything. According to my belief, it's simply that you need to understand who truly you are. If you don't have a purpose of your life, the reason for your existence, then why are you even living? I want to talk to you about a basic method which every big breakthrough follows, from ChatGPT to CRISPR. It follows 3C pattern based on my observation: curiosity, construction, and conviction. These three are the fundamentals which will enable anyone to stand up and show themselves who they are and why do they truly belong to this world. Because they run after income, but not impact. And for Gen Z out there, I want to tell you, create an impact which is so loud, so clear. And let me be honest, people ask me, why do you do all of this? Because I tell them, I don't want to be average. I am a 14-year-old girl. I'm not a PhD, not a grad, but I published a research paper, a biomedical research paper which was about type 1 diabetes. And this research paper came out of true and immense curiosity, nothing else. And for me, this research paper matters. Why? Is it because it's just another achievement of mine or a label with my name as a young independent researcher? No. It's probably because I am curious. It's probably because I made an impact, and tomorrow the world will remember it. And I just don't want to make an impact, but I want to encourage, but not just empower. I want to motivate, but not just expose. I don't want to be known as a Gen Z rebellion, but a person who contributed, while following that same broken traditional pattern, but told them and imposed my own. I believe every one of you matters, and I believe every single Gen Z sitting in this room have an incredible achievements and talents, but they never show. Why? Because the world doesn't reward it? Yes, that is the thing. Because memorization matters a lot, not just intelligence or innovation. Let me tell you, I wrote a book called Grammar It's Fun. That was about a purpose, a mission that was tying communication with matching different perspectives. And that communication matters. Why? Because it was done taking different angles like business, psychology, physiology, philosophy, human research, and a lot. And I also co-founded a brand called Gen Z by US. It's a brand that was made with purpose. I was possibly able to combine emotion, scent, and a purpose with science together. And I believe you can never be successful if you have never achieved the purpose of your life or the reason for your existence. For me, I might be too loud. For the system, I might be too slow. Or sometimes, for the system, I might be really rebellious. But for everyone here, I want to empower you guys. I want to tell you that 1% Gen Z mindset, which is keeping you away from getting what you want from your life. And from what I believe right here, being a 14 years old, having labels and titles with my name is not a publicity stunt. It's about just for the sake of encouragement, encouraging you guys. I believe medical school rewards memorization of diseases. But they ever told you to learn, to find a solution to get freedom from those? Never. We all follow trends, but have we dared to create one? Never. And approximately in Gen Z, 4 people create trends, and 4 million mindlessly follows that. Isn't that incredible? Well, that is. And for me, and about the Gen Z, I want to address this, that you're never alone on this journey. If you find a good purpose, a reason, you can do whatever you want. And for me, I believe that the research paper or the book or the businesses that I'm doing is completely irrelevant. It does not have a purpose. It does not have any existence and the reason. I believe young minds should be given the voice and see how the world realigns itself. I believe in being creators, not just consumers. And I mean, we're undervalued, underestimated, overrated. Why are we like that? Well, it's always because we are not understanding who we are actually, our worth, our value. And the people around us, do you know big companies are competing to learn about our brains, our attention spans, our discussions and decisions and choices because they are completely interested, because they want to dominate market around it. They want to build future around it. And because your attention is their biggest asset and capital. I might look a bit rebellious, but I'm not. I'm just here to address that we are valued and we belong to this system, this broken system which is going to realign itself completely very soon. So for me, I would recommend you to not take my title, but promise me, do not take my titles away, my labels away, just get this one little thing. And that is that you have to understand and promise yourself how best you can do. Which contribution can you make to the world, which will change everyone's life? How larger impact can you make? Because that impact matters a lot. I believe in purpose, not passion. Purpose is for everyone around you. Passion is for only you. And from truly my heart, I want to address this. that we belong to a better place, a better world where the system doesn't only reward your better test scores or basically you memorizing something fluently or you got a best and amazing exam, but rewards who does well in social emotional intelligence, who does well in leadership, who knows the idea, and who is the inventor. So here's the thing. Who is the biggest inventor? And about the biology thing, let me be really honest. The healthcare sector is mainly the sector which will never die because we are alive because of that sector. And I believe that if you construct your future just by making it your pillar, you will be successful. And not just any other person in that. Like, you cannot be a doctor if you can't detect or diagnose. You cannot be a teacher if you can't communicate. You cannot be an engineer if you cannot build not the next billion-dollar company or code something, but your life. And you are never a good architect. So we don't need more CEOs. We need more architects who truly knows how to build the life, not for themselves, for others as well, and for everyone. So here's the thing. I believe every one of you matters a lot, and not just in the classrooms, in the schools, at home, but in the world, because your contribution should shine through. I know it might sound a bit cliche if I just empower you guys and go. That's why I want to give you a proper solution for that. And that is find the purpose why you truly belong to this world. Just make a pillar something your base that is immense and incredible. Understand this thing that if you can treat humans, you can build markets around them, you can heal them, you can treat them, and most of all, you can build choices around them. And the best and very important thing you should never forget is that never stop contributing to the society, even if it's little, even if it's small. Just go, start. And for me, I might be 14-year-old Wareesha, and my title would be just stick with my name, like Wareesha Shahab, who did this, that, and that. But to be honest, I want to be known as Gen Z, who dared to speak up when the system was broken, who dared to speak up when the old people were there with no ideas. No ideas. And to be honest, I really care about each one of you because you all matter a lot. With that, I would just like to wrap up and say that your life matters a lot, and I've been saying this, I know, for a very long time. But if you keep on doing little by little and take action from today, because execution matters. Ideas are with everyone, but what actually matters is your contribution to the society and your construction. So, believe me, if you follow these steps and take them every single day, you can become a person who not only writes its own rule, which no textbook has written, but also do what nobody has done. So it means that building what doesn't exist yet. And that thing is not impossible. That is just near you. So thank you so much.